Hey everyone, can you hear me? Hi Zach, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay, thank you.
me? Yeah.
We'll get started soon.
All right. I'm in the basement where it's the only quiet place in my house right now.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're putting Bruno to bed right now, so
Oh, no worries.
I gotta go probably hide somewhere too.
What a day. It's a day for sleeping.
It is. This whole week has been, I feel like it's been a challenge getting out of bed.
It has been.
I think this cool weather has really gotten people thinking about holiday lighting, though.
Yeah.
It's been kinda crazy this week.
That's probably the right thing to say, right, Zach?
Yeah.
No sun, it's cold, it's rainy.
Yep.
Winter is coming.
Oh, it sure is. I'm not ready for it. I love fall, but I'm not even ready for fall.
Oh, I know. I'm not a winter person. I'll take the fall. I don't want all that snow.
Yeah, I agree. For us, though, we prefer snow over rain.
Yeah.
Bad news with our lights.
Yeah. So who do we have here? I can't start until we have a quorum.
Carolyn, you did notice that Courtney and I are both put under the same one, and that's
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need at least eight. We need 5 people. Zach doesn't count. Sorry, Zach.
That's all
You
right.
count, but not for this, for the rules of having a meeting, a quorum.
No worries.
So Wendy, you're there. Okay. I apologize for this.
No, it's okay.
Cindy was trying to get in earlier, but she disappeared.
Oh, okay. Maybe she'll come back. I'm gonna see if I can contact a couple people here.
Okay.
Looks like Cindy's coming back.
She's still having a hard time.
She's still trying to connect.
Oh. Okay.
I know she has a problem with her computer. Sometimes she has to call.
Okay. Okay, we need her to join. If she can get joined, then we can get started.
Is she able to dial in?
It's what she does most of the time, so I don't know what she's doing.
James got called into work. He's on his way home, so I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to join. Shoot.
And I don't have Cindy's phone number, so. Oh, there she is. Maybe not. She just disappeared again.
Trying to see if I have her. Ugh. Oh, come on. Yeah, and of course I have her email. I don't have her phone number.
Maybe shoot her an email and see if there's a way you can get her number or have her call in. Oh, looks like Cindy's on.
Is there a phone number?
Cindy, are you there?
It looks like Cindy does not have her audio connected yet.
No. Okay, let me see if I can just have her call in.
It looks like she may have audio now. She just has to unmute herself, it looks like.
Oh,
Okay, I'm finally on.
ah,
Can you guys hear me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we have done the Zoom thing 3 times. I had my kids come over, then we had to go through the internet. It's not taking my phone. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I'm like, kids, help me.
It's okay. We needed you, otherwise we couldn't have a meeting.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was like the last, I started at 5 to 5 and I could see you guys. I could hear Kyle, then I heard Carolyn and it wouldn't let me dial it. It wouldn't let me do anything. It was crazy. Damn droid.
Okay, well, you're here now. Woohoo!
Sorry.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let's get started, you guys, okay? Item number 1 of the, oh, let me show the agenda. I had it up here. So roll call, Wendy. And,
Okay, I got it. Are you there?
yeah,
Okay, we have Cindy,
I'm here.
Carolyn,
here,
James is not, Lisa's not, myself, Patty, Courtney,
Here.
Kyle.
Here.
Okay, and that's it.
Okay. Lisa is excused and Patty had surgery yesterday, so she's excused. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so item number 2, we're gonna go over the treasury report. So in our Fund 10, which is our general fund from the city, that's the 25,000 that we get each year. We currently have 23 in that, 23,175,01 in that account, okay? Fund 12, which is our sponsorship, our donation fund, we currently have 28,984 and 984.25 cents. I'm sorry, let me say that again. 28,984 and then 25 cents, okay? In that account. So, yeah, usually by this time of the year, this is usually pretty good around this time of the year. However, the beginning of the year, I'm used to seeing close to around 60,000 in the account. So, but of course, we haven't been asking for funds yet because of the COVID and so many things being canceled. That didn't seem fair to go out and start asking for a bunch of money when we weren't going to be putting on the events, right? But I do have a letter drafted and pretty much ready to go out to begin asking for some support. Okay. So just give you guys a heads up on that. So cool. Okay, any questions about the treasury report? Okay, let's move on to item 3, approval of the July 9th, 2020 minutes. Now, Wendy sent those out. So I don't know if you guys had time enough to look at them, but if you want, please take a minute.
Do we need a motion to approve the minutes from July? Or, I'm sorry, what was the date?
You're funny.
Well, yeah, July 9th you have written there.
Yep. Remember, we didn't have a meeting last month. We got canceled because there was a outbreak in the admin department. So a lot of people were, a lot of the ladies were out. So they got kind of overwhelmed with work and everything, trying to keep up. So they asked if we could possibly cancel the meeting to do that or to push it out. I just decided that we would cancel it. I thought it would just be easier. So these are the July 9th meeting minutes. And yes, I'll need a motion and then we'll need a second motion.
A motion to approve the minutes from July 9th.
I'll second.
Okay, Kyle motion, Cindy second.
Got it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, moving on to item 4, membership update. I don't know if you guys have heard, but Jennifer resigned from Celebrations. There's a lot going on with the schools and things like that. She was pretty upset. So she didn't feel as though she could continue on serving on a city committee with everything that was taking place. So so she resigned. And I just want you guys to understand that what the school decides to do as far as like reopening, actually with anything, that is separate from the city. Okay, so these are 2 different entities. Now, the health department which is a part of the city, was there to give advice based on the State Department of Health Services. So that information was conveyed to the school because they asked for it. And she gave that information out. So what the school decides to do after that is strictly up to the school. Okay. So I just want to make that clear. So we currently have 2 spots open now. So if you guys know of anyone who's interested in serving, please have them fill out an application. And then if you would let me know who they are, and then maybe we can kind of get that pushed through a little quick so we can have some new people coming in for the next year, because 2021 is going to be awesome. I can feel it in my bones. So, okay, so any questions about that? Okay, cool. Next item is number 5. And it's a trick or treat update. So I talked to Darcy about trick or treating, and I told her that we had voted to move forward with our plans for trick or treating, because if you are concerned about safety and you don't want to hand out candy because you don't want folks coming up to your door, kids coming up to your door and things like that, that it would strictly be up to you to not hand out candy. Same thing with families who are concerned about their kids going up to the doors and things, asking for candy, trick-or-treating. If they didn't feel comfortable having their children do that or feel safe enough, then it was strictly up to them. However, that's our decision to do that. We still, and I just learned this this week, we still have to wait for the State Department of Health Services to present statewide orders as far as how trick-or-treating is going to move forward. Okay, so they may leave it up to each city to handle trick-or-treat how they want to handle it. But I'm sure they're going to come out with some sort of guidelines as to how to keep it safe. And keep in mind too that flu season is about to hit us, so that could definitely change how things are, how we move forward. Hopefully it gets better and not worse, but they are predicting that it's going to get worse. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. So, but what's going to happen is that as soon as that information comes out to Darcy, she's going to let me know. I will let you guys know. And a specific detailed message would need to go out citywide, letting citizens know what the rules are around trick-or-treating safely. Okay, makes sense, right? So we're still in this pandemic, we're not out of it. So better safe than sorry, and that's whether you believe in it or not. We still have to lean on the side of being precautious to make sure. Okay, any questions about that?
That's
Okay,
fair.
you have a question, Cindy?
No, I said, no, that's fair. Just, I mean, that makes sense. So
Okay.
people know.
Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me get this agenda back up. Okay. So we just finished item 5. We're on item 6, spreading holiday cheer. I guess let's decide if this is a go or no go. So in the past, you know, what do we do? Last year was stockings for seniors and treats for the felines. So we talked about a couple things, doing some food collections, things like that this year. We would need to get going on this. You know, we can't wait to plan a lot of this once a month and talk about it. We need to start moving and get some things in action. So I'm willing if you guys have some suggestions now, and this is everyone participating. You know, it's one thing to throw out ideas, but we need the participation from everyone as well. So, and then given everything that's happening, you know, if we decide that because of all the uncertainties and things like that, we can say this year we're going to hold off on that. That's okay. But I do want to give you an opportunity to voice what you want to do with this. And then we have to, if we decide to move forward, we have to move forward with it because we have to start planning. Okay. So feel free to jump in anytime.
What do you think is gonna be the safe way to go about it, Caroline? I mean, are people gonna want to donate or come pick up stuff? I mean, like you said, you hate to put something in forth and then we can't do it. What would be the safest route to put something together?
Well, I guess my thing is first is like, you know, well, what do we want to do? Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. Because if you do stuff to collect stuff, then you have to worry about putting it together, and then how is there a safe zone for people to pick stuff up, or are we just taking it to nursing homes like we did last year? And do we just do a mass donations and then take stuff? I mean, it's just, and we just do it. I mean, it's just, you know, how far do we go with it?
Yeah. So I think Jennifer had this task to talk to Salvation Army.
Mhm.
Because we talked about doing a collection and just donating everything over to the Salvation Army. And I believe they have some safe rules, policies put in place
Mhm.
to handle this. That would remove us from that. But we would definitely have to have some sort of collection set up, right? So we would have to probably have bins set up or some drop-off points or something like that set up so that they could bring items in. So
Because when I reached out to her, because we're gonna do that school supply thing with the beer garden, and she said that Salvation Army would have the safe spot. The high school wasn't quite sure what was going to happen with the school, so they want to do collections, and then all of a sudden people were irate about things that were going on, kind of like what happened.
oh yeah.
Do we look for other ideas for like Christmas stuff, or like like you're saying for that, like the cheer? I mean, do we still go for Salvation Army and say what's needed for maybe the community for like the Christmas time, or for like November into December? And I can reach it back out to her and see who she spoke with at Salvation Army, who she was working with.
Yeah, we could do that. Before coming to a solid conclusion of not moving forward with this, we could definitely contact the Salvation Army and see what they have to say. I'll do it, Cindy. Let me contact them to see what their thoughts are around this. Otherwise, I'm going to suggest that we just hold off on this
Okay.
until next year.
Okay, which makes sense.
Carolyn, when we're talking about spreading like the holiday cheer, as we're saying things like, I would almost go towards any kind of collections. Let's just not go that route. But if we were to do anything, because like as we were talking about like the, you know, stockings for seniors or something like that, could we remove ourselves from it by possibly like ordering something or doing a financial gift in a way that would make them buy something? Like if they were to order, you know, cookies or whatever they would want to order, it that would be the route I think would make the most sense, is removing our hands from touching anything.
Right. The only thing is that financially, we're kind of not in a position to go out and do a lot of buying of anything. I would prefer to have this, get the citizens involved in giving and, you know, collecting that way. Because I think we can go much further that way. You know, I could talk to the Salvation Army, and we could just help them, so support them, work with them to have citizens of Oak Creek bring in food items, donations, and take it directly to the Salvation Army.
Yeah, I like that idea. Just in any way that we can be removed from having to carry items, handle items in any way would be my suggestion.
Yeah, let me check with them to see what they say. They may tell us at this time, no, it's probably not a good thing to do. They may have some suggestions on some things. Okay. But I understand how you all feel. And I will make sure that I keep that in mind when they do offer suggestions, as far as, you know, well, you know, can you guys collect it? Can we collect it at the library and then deliver it? Things like that. Now keep in mind too, like for the toy drive and the stockings for seniors, all of that stuff, the library collected for us, and then Salvation Army picked it up. We may not have that opportunity to do that this year just because of what's going on. The library may say, no, we can't have all the people bringing in things like that. So our hands could be very tied. And I will keep that in mind when I talk to them, okay? Okay. Any other questions on item 6? So I'm going to give them a call tomorrow, and I will get back to you guys next week and let you know exactly what they said. And then we will determine go, no go. Okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So, item number 7. So guys, we have Zach, is it Zweifel? Is that how, am I pronouncing that right, Zach? Zach, are you here?
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, so Zach is with us from Traditions, and Traditions, they're going to be doing the Light the Square, right? So they're going to be putting up all the displays and things for us, which is really cool. We're really excited about this. And we wanted Zach to come so that we can talk about everything that's going to be taking place. And Zach put together a really nice proposal. So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to, that ain't it, to ask questions of Zach to find out exactly what it is that we're going to be getting. Sorry about this. I had it up here. Hold on, let me get to Kyle's email. Sorry, hold on, guys. With this one. Yeah. Okay. Can you guys see this? Is this screen in your way here? Okay. Okay, so here is the proposal. Okay. So, and then here, in a nutshell, are all the things that we're looking at possibly having around the square, okay? And then, of course, down here it's broken out and it talks about the different pricing and things like that, okay? So I'm going to jump to this section here so that we can just go through this one by one and kind of talk about it. So Kyle, I don't know if you want to try to lead this conversation with Zach. Zach, if there's anything you want to say before we get started.
Yeah,
Or-
Zach, why don't you just summarize, or kind of, you don't have to like go through it like real in depth, but I think just give us an idea of what you're kind of envisioning and what's all in this package, and that'll kind of help us. And if we have any questions, we'll kind of jump in as we go.
Okay. I mean, basically the entire square, like the inside square there, is going to be like every tree around the square is going to be wrapped in lights. We're going to obviously have the ceremony tree that we're looking at on the screen right now, and then 2 6-foot snowflakes. So I think like the display as a whole is going to really just, I mean, it's really for anybody who is there in the park, there's going to be very few areas that don't have some kind of lights on them. So I think it's going to be very impactful and be a successful celebration. So I guess, do you have the map at all?
Yeah,
Otherwise, I can try pulling that up.
I have it. I have to go back to, it was original.
We really tried to bring in a lot of the Oak Creek logo colors and make it more of a wintry theme as well.
You know what? I'm not going to be able to manipulate this. Is this what you're looking for?
Yep. Yeah, that's perfect.
So let me see. Man, you're challenging me here. I don't think I can rotate this.
What if you try?
Carolyn, if you right click on the page, you should have a rotate page option.
There's a rotate. Oh, there it is.
And then if you want to zoom out up on top, there's the minus sign, and then you should be able to see the whole thing.
Okay. Can you guys see this still? Or did it get too small? Maybe we don't need the key.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I can see it pretty well.
Okay.
I just wanted you to pull that up so that everybody could kind of, I guess, get an idea of, how much is going to be inside of the square there and what trees, and just where some of the displays are going to go.
Okay, so I'm looking here, and this is a 30-foot tree in the center here.
Yes.
Okay, and then the 6-foot snowflakes, the two,
The teal, like.
oh, I'm sorry, here. So one is here and one is here. Okay.
Yep. So I think in the past, Kyle had mentioned you have a band sort of up. I envision that as like in between those 2 snowflakes is more of like a stage area.
Yes.
Yeah. So I figured that would make a nice, just to have those snowflakes on either side of that, depending on what you guys do this year. But it'd make a nice, stage area for guests inside of the square.
Yeah.
And the grassy areas.
Exactly. Okay, so then all of these things here are pretty much some sort of lit display then, right? These little, okay.
Yep.
I'm assuming these are probably trees. Now, So if I go back, sorry, here, when it says, okay, the square, the trees, so blue LED strands, so are we looking at, is this like all blue? Or is there multiple colors? I'm trying to understand.
Yeah. So those trees are going to be a combination of the trunks, and a little bit up into the canopy would be wrapped in blue LED light strands. And then the canopies would be wrapped in, I believe it's blue, teal, and pure white twinkle bulbs.
Okay,
And so a lot of those trees would get the same color scheme, but then there's other clusters of trees that would get a different color scheme,
okay,
which is shown on the sketch there. I think there's some areas that have red lights. There's some areas that have Twinkly Pro color changing lights.
okay. Okay, cool. And then everything is, what about like cords running across? I mean, will they be covered just so that people don't step on things?
The only ones that I think will need to have a cord cover, which we would obviously put on there, would be the power cord going to the tower tree.
Okay,
And even that may not need one. Most of what we're going to be doing would be, we'll string the power cords from all of the light poles that are in the park, and then run them down into the landscape beds or wherever we need to, so that there isn't any sort of tripping hazards.
okay,
Because if we get some people out in the grass areas there, even with the cords, stapled down to the ground with landscape staples, there's still a chance that people can catch their feet on them and everything. So we just run everything actually overhead and then down into whatever display we need to power.
okay,
So there wouldn't be any sort of cords strung everywhere, and there shouldn't be any tripping hazards anywhere.
okay.
I
Okay,
do have a question about the tower tree placement there in the center circle. Will that need to be moved to a grassy area to avoid like issue with snow removal?
yeah, so typically the tree, like when we get a real tree, is typically located in this area here.
Okay.
I mean, they could still shovel. I mean, that wouldn't be a problem.
Which is totally fine, as long as whoever is doing the snow removal is okay with that.
Yeah, it's our street department, so let's check, but let me check with them just to be sure, okay? I'll give them a call tomorrow and let them know just to be sure they're not gonna have a problem with that.
Okay.
What kind of stand is, I mean, what's holding it up? I mean, is there, does something have to be anchored to hold it up?
It's anchored with weight, basically. So
Okay.
it would get anchored with, a couple 100 pounds of sandbags, which would be concealed inside of the tree.
Okay,
And then if we have to, we would run from the top of the tree, run some thin aircraft cable to like the nearest light pole.
okay. Okay, so, and there's light poles all around that whole circle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a couple hundred, what's the weight? Total weight, do you know?
I don't know the total weight of the tree. The tree is not heavy itself.
Okay,
The weight that we put on the base of it is pretty significant, just to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere.
okay. And the only reason I bring that up is that could be a problem in here. It
Okay.
may have to be here.
Okay.
So let me talk to them about that. How much weight, and then let them determine, oh, that's not a problem. Because of things that they have running underneath the ground, we have to be careful. Like our stages, we don't pound into the ground at all. We have like weights, like barrels and things like that that we have to use. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
So, okay. I will ask them if what the weight limit is. And then I will have Kyle contact you and give you that information.
Okay.
And then you can let us know if that's going to be a problem or if it has to be centered. I actually like it centered right in the middle of the square, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good place for it. It can, as long as we plan for it, it can go anywhere in the square. So I just figured I would ask.
Yep, no problem.
So Carolyn, I just want to confirm because last year, we got like the real tree and we're not doing that this year. This is all coming from traditions. Is that correct?
Right, yeah, we're not gonna do the real tree. We're gonna let the community center just do the real tree by them. And this is the direction that I would like to go in moving forward. So, and the person who typically got the tree for us retired. So I'm not sure how all this tree finding is going to go this year anyway, so. But it's not a problem, okay? We're good to go.
Okay.
So.
I did have a question
Mhm.
regarding I just, I guess, was wondering for tax purposes, are you guys exempt? Because that would be one thing that I have to update on the proposal.
Yeah, we are tax exempt. I'll shoot over the form to you.
Okay.
I have your email address. I'll shoot it to you.
Okay.
But
Because then
we
I can
won't.
update the proposal and that would
Okay.
take, obviously, I think it was like another 900 or more dollars off the proposal amount.
Oh, cool. Cool. Okay, yep, I'll send that over. I'll get that to you.
Okay.
Cool. So does anyone else have any questions about anything?
Carolyn, show me that proposal again. And is this proposal this is the second proposal, or is this still the original proposal? Were there two proposals?
Yes.
Okay, what is the difference between the first one and this one? Is there additional lighting? Is there, what is it?
These items here
Okay,
is what's been added. So can we, because this isn't on this thing here. Okay, I gotta stop grabbing the wrong. Right, those new items, they're not in this proposal.
They are actually. So
Oh.
they are in the upper left-hand corner. There's a blue box.
Yeah.
Where there's some text. The add-on option 5, additional trees, and then those trees are kind of highlighted in a bluish colored transparent box.
Okay.
So those are the additional trees that would be added on in that newest proposal.
Okay. Okay. This, Zach, did you check this out? Because there's stuff in here already. I don't know if this is gonna fit.
What do you mean by there's stuff in there?
There's
there's like trees and bushes and stuff in that
Yeah.
little thing.
Yeah.
So okay.
I'm proposing to wrap those trees and shrubs that are in.
Oh, okay.
The boxes are just basically to highlight and call out those areas in specific to show you where on the map
Okay.
that add-on option was referring to, basically.
Okay.
So those, I think it's like 7 shrubs in that planter bed.
Yeah,
I'm proposing to add on in this revision.
okay. Okay,
And then there's another 9 trees in front of that
yeah,
that we would be adding.
here.
Yeah.
And then there's one here.
Yep.
So, okay. Okay,
And those are some of the larger trees too. I think they're even a little bigger than the perimeter, the 21 perimeter trees that
These,
we're planning to wrap.
okay.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because this is the entrance. This is the main street.
Yeah.
Main Street here. So you would be, as you would be coming into the square, you would see it pretty lit up here.
Yep. You'd see some of that low lying lighted shrub in the planter. And then you'd see these big trees above that. And then in the center of those trees, you'd see that large
Yeah,
pure white ceremony tree, and then the snowflakes on each side. So I think it's like it'll make out to be a real good like entrance piece
okay.
looking straight ahead from that road.
Okay. Okay, so if we go back to here, it's these items here that are getting added
Yes. Yep.
to what we were originally looked at, which brings the cost up from 2024 to 29, basically. So,
Yeah. And then minus whatever tax is on there.
yeah. Yes. Minus the tax. Okay. Cool. So are there any questions with anything here? You guys interested in what anything looks like or how it works or anything? Oh, the splash pad. So basically we're just covering, it's just going to be lit, right? Lit up, just lights around it.
Yeah. Yeah. We just are planning to put lights around the shelter roof lines.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And part of that was to tie in, which it's not getting done this year, but potentially in future years, we'd get some of the business owners and some of the ownership of the buildings on the other side of the street to potentially do their roof lines. And those little, it would help tie in that roof line theme to have the splash pad shelter roofs lit with the same lights that would go on the larger building roof lines.
Yeah.
Which was something we proposed this year as well, but with, again, with everything going on, it just probably will not happen this year.
Yeah. So our goal is to ask for sponsorship to help cover the square. And I have a letter ready for that.
Okay.
And then the building itself, City Hall itself, maybe reaching out to tourism to see if there's something that they want to do, that she wants to do, or the city itself, maybe they, after seeing what we do here, they may be willing to step in and take care of the building itself. So,
Right.
yeah. Yeah, this year is just a bad year with everything that's going on. So, okay. Any other questions? Courtney, Cindy, Wendy?
I think we lost Cindy, but I don't have any other questions.
Okay, you got to get Cindy back. Okay. All right.
I'm still on.
Oh, there she
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I was just, I mean, I'm like, well, I'm still on. Maybe you guys can see if I'm on there or not, but yeah.
I
think
didn't
it
see
looks
you
good.
for a long time, Cindy.
It
Sorry.
must die out. I mean, I could hear everything that they were saying, but who
Okay.
knows what happens?
Good. You
That's okay, Wendy.
just stay on this call so we can continue having this meeting. We're almost.
Right, I'm on.
Carolyn, I have a quick question, and this kind of refers to Zach as well. So we've talked about going to some of the businesses for sponsoring some of the light exhibits. Now, for example, you talked about like the 6-foot snowflakes, and I know we had talked about some of the add-on items. Now, I don't anticipate a great amount of sponsorships jumping in, but if we were to, get sponsorships, could we add any more light exhibits similar to the snowflakes?
Um, what I would like to do, Kyle, is to get sponsorships to help cover some of this, so that when we go into 2021 with our events, we're in a good place. So continue holding our events at the same level that we've held them in the past. So my thought is to ask for sponsorships this year. So say, for instance, I don't know, Martin Law Office decides that they want to cover the tree. So then they would pay for this amount. They would sponsor the tree. And then we would create like a banner, just a small banner that would go by the tree that says that the ceremony tower tree is sponsored by Martin Law Office. So I don't want to reach out and ask for money to add more things. I would like to reach out to ask for money to help cover what's happening now, what we have in here now.
So when we're doing the setup, we'll find ways, and who would be the one that would incorporate the signage or the sponsorship if we were to get some for perhaps, the ceremony tree or the snowflakes?
That's on us, we do that. So I have a letter, I have a form that will go out to the different businesses and ask them if they are interested in sponsoring. I already have the Waters waiting for me to get back to them because they want to participate. I just don't know the dollar level that they want to participate at. And that will determine whether, say for instance, it's $1,000. So then what I would probably do is just have them cover the snowflakes. And then we would put a sign in front of each one because they're opposite sides that says that the Waters, this display is sponsored by the Waters. But that's something that we would be doing, the commission would be doing. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that if we were to do a banner or something, or, you talked about like the signage and stuff. I mean, are we just going as simple as, okay, we just stick a sign in the ground next to the exhibit, or is there something with the city department that they might hang something up? I just want to make sure that that's clear for the sponsorship purpose of how do we, incorporate that with the light exhibit, that it does look like it's, they're kind of hand in hand is my question.
Yeah. So the wherever we can put it in the ground or put some sort of display so that it's right next to the thing. We won't be able to hang anything, but we can come up with something that we can put next to it that would show that.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Any questions about anything? So what would happen, Zach, is celebrations, we would cover, we would take care of the bill, right? We're not gonna say, oh, wait, someone sponsored this, we're gonna have them send that check to you. I'm sure you don't do business like that. So we would cover that, and then the sponsorship would just come directly to celebrations, and then we would recognize them as helping support some of these displays that are going up. So, okay. Okay, I think if there's no other questions about anything, I think we're pretty good here. So, cool. Okay, so I have to just, speaking with Darcy again, we talked about, we talked about taking this event a little bit further, right? And passing out the things that for citizens to light up and things. Courtney and Kyle, did you guys buy anything yet on that? Or did you look at anything?
We were starting to look at some of the things. They had like different type of light up necklaces. They had the handheld lights. So we were just going to order a few samples. And then in our next meeting, we were going to kind of show what we have. Otherwise, we can email them out to everybody. So then we can talk about them next time.
Yeah, okay, so hold off. So speaking with Darcy, she's asking, because I thought we could probably, you know, get someone to roast chestnuts and things like that, kind of make it, you know, a big deal. Since we're able to spread out. I had talked to Cubanitas about doing hot chocolate instead of hiring a food truck to come in, have Cubanitas do hot chocolate, which we probably still could do. We talked about having some of the other businesses do some sort of special, which they're there, so we still could do that. But we're being asked to hold off inviting anyone in to do like the chestnuts and to serve hot chocolate and food, you know, like food trucks and things. Sorry, guys, to keep people from having to remove their masks to talk or eat or anything like that. She asked that we maybe refrain from doing that, okay? So with that being said, let's hold off on just right now on the lighted items. If you come across photos of it, you can send it out. Don't order anything unless you can buy it locally. But don't go ordering like big quantities of anything. Like Oriental Trading, sometimes you have to buy them in bulk. It's cheap, but you have to buy a lot of it. Don't do that just yet, okay? Actually, I should probably do it anyway since I have the card. So let's figure that out, okay? Like the square updates. Okay. I think that's all I have for that item. So Zach, that's it. We're gonna vote on the package. Actually, I think I have to hold off on the voting, you guys, because I don't have enough people. So Zach, if you want to drop off now, you're more than welcome to drop off the call. We're about to end this meeting.
Okay.
Here.
I will. Do you want me to get that proposal updated then with the tax exemption and then resend it to you, or should I resend it to Kyle again?
Let me send you that form first. I would, because I've had two different forms and I had someone tell me that's not the right number. So let me get the right form to you first and then update it and send it to Kyle.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just have you work directly with Kyle on that. I'll send it to you just so that you have it. You can look at it and make sure that if it's the right one, if it is, then work with Kyle and update the proposal with him. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right. I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Sorry for the delay.
Don't worry about it. Seems like this is how most of my video chats have gone so far this year. So.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have here, agenda. So the last item, well, one of the last time, the item number 8 was a vote on the Light to Square package. Given that we have 3 people out right now, I'm gonna hold off on this item because I
Sure.
wanted, someone say something?
Yeah, Carolyn, just want to make sure that you can tell I called in on my way home,
Oh,
so just want to make sure you know that I'm here.
oh,
I
you're,
didn't want to interrupt the speaker,
okay.
so
That's
that makes
cool.
a difference.
Yep, it does. We could actually vote. I wanted, I was thinking, it'd be nice to have at least one more person on to vote.
Yeah.
Instead of having 3 people.
Like I said, I called in on my way home, and then I just threw up YouTube Live so I could see the,
Okay.
whatever he was presenting or his proposal. So I kind of saw it and stuff like that. So
Okay, cool. Okay, so what I want to do, Wendy, is let's just go around the room here, or I'm gonna pull back up. Hold on, here. Okay, so here. So you guys saw the whole layout, how everything was gonna look. You saw this new addition here where the main street, when you come down, that it's going to be pretty lit up there, which I think is really cool. Otherwise, there was nothing really there. So you'd see the tree, but you may not notice a lot of the other stuff until you got into the main street. And I think it's going to be a draw because folks who drive down Drexel drive past Main Street. And I think when you get past Main Street, you see a lot more of what's kind of happening versus these side streets, right? Because there's other buildings that's blocking, so you don't get to see it. But you do get a glimpse as you're driving down Drexel and you look down Main Street, you can kind of see into the square. And you can see, you'll definitely be able to see the tree, but I think with all this other stuff added, you'll definitely be able to see, wow, what's going on over there, and kind of pull people in, right? Would you guys agree or no?
I agree.
Okay.
I think it's going to look fantastic.
Yeah, the
I agree.
positive for the year. Yeah, it's gonna make it, it's gonna be our own candy cane lane.
Yeah, right.
Hi, this is Lisa. I was able to make it.
Wow, they're all coming on.
Sorry.
Hey, Lisa, did you just jump on or did you hear everything?
I just jumped on. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
How
okay.
far behind are we?
Well, we were just wrapping up. So we're actually,
Sorry.
no, we're actually at a voting. We're on item 8, which is our last item, and then we adjourn. So
Okay.
so you can't see the thing, right? Or no? Can you
I can. I have it on my phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what we're showing now, Zach from Traditions was on, and he kind of went over, the square. So what you're seeing is the square. There's some new items that got added. And let me see if I can jump back to it real quick here. So these 3 items here is what got added to the display, to the square. Okay. So
Oh, that's awesome.
our bill was at 24, but we pushed it up to 29. And I'm about to send out some sponsorship letters along with this information to ask for support. Okay.
Okay.
We have people who are like the Waters reached out to me. They want to sponsor. They wanted to know if there was still anything that they can do to help sponsor an event. And I told them about this one. So they may come back and say, hey, or they did. They're just waiting for me to get back to them. But anyway, we have the money. It's our only event of the year. And I think we should just go out with a bang, to be
I
honest.
would agree. I'm in.
Okay. So
I love the ads. These are fabulous.
Yeah, I think it's gonna look really nice. So what happens is those items weren't on this list. So here they are right here, okay? And the things that are highlighted in blue are the additional items. Now this is Main Street here.
Uh-huh.
As you come into Main Street, you'll be able to see how really nice and lit up this is going to be. And then you'll be able to see the big tree right in the middle of the square. Okay.
Perfect.
So, and then, I mean, every inch of this square is going to be lit up with something. All of these circles and things, all of this is going to be lit up with something. They're going to light the posts, everything. So this
I
is
love it.
really going to be cool. We just talked about possibly, I'm waiting to hear back from Darcy. She has to hear back from the State Department of Health Services to find out exactly how open we can be with things. Now, given that this is outside and so spread out, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that's not going to be a problem. But with the flu season about to come upon us, who knows what could happen, things could change. So, so what we're going to do is reach out to the businesses and try to get them involved. Cubanitas is set to go with hot chocolate, doing that. I was looking at someone who could roast chestnuts, but may not be able to have that. I don't know. I'm still going to look into it just in case, because I thought that would be a kind of cool thing to do.
Agreed.
Kyle and Courtney are still looking at the items for lighting that we would get to the citizens. So something like that. Okay, so that's kind of where we are. But right now, item 8 is the vote on moving forward with these additions being
Okay.
added to this proposal, which brings us to 29,913.50, or I'm sorry, it'll be 28,998.60 because we're tax exempt. So this will fall off.
That's, yeah, the 914. I see you.
Yeah. So, so what we need to do is just go around the room and just take a vote to move forward with this amount. And then I'll reach out. Martin Law Office is looking to sponsor. The Waters is looking to sponsor. So what I did is, well, let me show you guys real quick. Okay, so here's the letter. I'm going to send this to Leslie to clean up. Okay, so this is just talking about the year and things like that and asking them for their sponsorship for this event. And I'm also putting in here to remember us for next year, 2021, because we really, really need them to step up to the plate for next year as well for our events. But let me show you. Okay, hold on, let me go back. Sorry.
It's okay.
Everyone's like, we were just about done. So
I'm sorry,
Okay.
everybody.
no, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so what I did here, can you guys see my desktop?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what I did here is took our old sponsorship form and then try to edit it to cater to the Light to Square. So what I did is I took all of those options and I put it in here, okay? Now where it's like 21 maple trees, this is a total cost. We may get a sponsor who say, hey, here's $5,000, put it towards those maple trees. Okay, and then, or if not, someone says, I broke it down to how much it would be for each one. Okay?
Right.
So I just thought that would be fair.
And
And
will there be any recognition there?
yes,
Okay.
so I want this to go out by the end of this month. Okay, and what's going to happen is we'll make signs, like just little signs you know, like the farmer's market sign that they have that you stick in your yard,
Yes,
small yard sign.
like a political sign.
Yeah, yes, it doesn't have, it's not going to be really big because we don't want to distract the display, but we want people to be able to see, wow, Martin Law Office has sponsored the tree. How cool is that? You know, so we will have whatever they decide that they want to partake in, if they choose, then we will make sure that there's a sign, some sort of sign there recognizing them. And it's there,
Perfect.
it's there for a whole month, which is really cool. So,
Love it.
well, okay. So is there any questions? Anyone have any feedback or anything?
Do you want to, if this is going to be like your proposal for the sponsorship, Carolyn, should
Mhm.
you just do like a flat rate if someone wants to say just $500 or like a fill in, like I want to say fill in the blank, but just say if they don't want to do exactly to like whatever's on there, can you just like have like the last box, someone say, you know,
Say
what's-
like other
Thank you.
other donation.
There you go. Thank you. Got my words out. Thank you for that.
Well, yes, and we definitely can do that. The only thing that I would caution is we do get people who want to give $25 and $50.
Gotcha.
I'm
Well,
not
then-
saying that that is not a lot of money or worth it, but
Mhm.
to make up the sign,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So what I want to do is I really want to reach out to the businesses who I know that we're
Okay.
probably going to get some good representation from.
Okay.
And I do have another letter ready to go out just for general sponsorships for next year, so we can start collecting money for next year. You know what I'm saying? So I just, this is just, I get what you guys are saying,
hmm
seriously, but there's just so many $25 and $50 sponsors. And it's just, it can be a lot of work dealing with that amount. For this event, it's so close. I personally think we should just try to go for the bigger bucks and do it that way. And then next year, more people will see, and then maybe they'll want to give more and more. So. Okay. Yeah, we kind of got away from this whole look of sponsorship. We went with the booklet. Remember the booklet that we put together?
Yes.
So, and it calls in there in-kind donation, and it kind of talks about what you get for that. And that's basically recognition on the site and things like that. So just want to be careful with that. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go back. Wendy, can we go around the room and take a vote to move forward? Well, first we need a nomination.
Do we?
Yeah, to vote. I need someone to, hold on, let me get to this thing. I need someone to take, I'm sorry, not a nomination, a motion.
To approve that.
Yes.
Okay.
A motion to approve the $28,998.60 that includes the extra items as noted in the quote.
Okay, and we need someone to second.
I'll second.
Okay, Cindy seconded.
Yeah. Third, fourth, I think the whole thing's a way to go.
Okay, is there anyone who does not approve? Please speak now. Okay, so voting at everyone. Kyle, did you say something? Okay. Okay, so we approved that we're gonna move forward with this proposal.
Okay, all present in favor. Okay, sounds good.
Yes, all present in favor. Cool. Thanks, guys. Okay, so item number 9. And James, you or Lisa, if you guys want to know what we talked about earlier, just give me a call and I can go over it with you.
Okay, thank you.
The minutes will be out too, so either way, whatever is, whenever you have time, so. Okay, can we get a motion to adjourn?
I motion, Courtney.
I'll second, Lisa.
All right, meeting adjourned. Thanks,
You guys.
everyone.
Thank you. Have a good night.
night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.